In order to be with his girlfriend, the big boy participated in the NBA draft and became a center player for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is an absolutely infatuated boy. Nikola went to the United States after being selected in the NBA draft in 2014. But he did not report to Denver, where the Nuggets are located, but went straight to Oklahoma. Because his girlfriend Natalia was studying in college there, he took advantage of the summer vacation to date his girlfriend. It wasn't until the next year that Nikola agreed to come to the NBA with the Nuggets. Don't talk about dreams. This big boy just couldn't stand the pain of lovesickness between lovers, so he reluctantly came to this league, and then dominated the NBA. Nikola and Natalia are fellow villagers and both grew up in Sombor, a small town in northwest Serbia with a population of less than 50,000. Nikola, who had already started practicing basketball at that time, often visited a coffee shop. One evening Nikola ordered a cup of coffee and chatted with the owner of the coffee shop on a bench outside. Natalia, who was still in high school, happened to be passing by, and the owner, who was friends with Natalia, introduced the two young people to each other. According to Nikola himself, he didn't fall in love with Natalia at first sight, but the first impression was very good. After that acquaintance, the two met again, and Nikola fell in love and wanted to be with Natalia. But Nikola is too shy to confess to Natalia. It wasn't until half a year later, when the two were already very familiar, that he plucked up the courage to express his love. Natalia did not agree immediately and said that she would think about it again. Nikola later thought she had no hope and felt very uneasy. But after considering it, Natalia accepted Nikola and they officially became a couple. After only 2 months of being together with Natalia, Nikola received the shocking news that Natalia was going to immigrate to the United States with her parents. After coming to the United States, Natalia attended Seminole State College in Oklahoma. Nikola could only relieve his lovesickness through video calls, which made him feel uncomfortable all over. At that time I never thought I would go to the NBA. My wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, was in college in Oklahoma. Every time we separate, it takes at least half a year before we see each other. It's a wonderful thing to be reunited with her. Nikola revealed many years later that his original intention of coming to the NBA was just to meet his girlfriend. Nikola rented an apartment in Denver, and his two brothers moved in with him. But Nikola still missed home very much. At this time, Natalia came to Denver. She transferred to Metropolitan State University of Denver for Nikola and moved into the apartment of the three Nikola brothers. Natalia also brought a black and white photo. The photo shows a street in Sombor, where she and Nikola dated when they were in their hometown. Natalia hung the photo up. Nikola liked it very much and often admired the photo. Natalia also cooks hometown delicacies for Nikola. The Serbian-style grilled sausages she made were deeply loved by Nikola. They also often plays cards together. Nikola dotes on his girlfriend very much. He will peek at his brother's cards to help his girlfriend win. Nikola and Natalia held their wedding in their hometown on October 24, 2020. Their daughter was born in September 2021. Nikola, who has a happy family, grew up to become an NBA MVP. However, due to the injuries of Jamal Murray and Michael Porter, the Nuggets failed to compete for the NBA championship in the 2 seasons in which Nikola won the MVP. In those summers when Nikola failed to embrace the championship, he would accompany Natalia back to their hometown of Sombor. They rode horses together, walked along the river, and ate Nikola's favorite ice cream together. Nikola has a habit of taking Natalia's photo with him when he goes to away games. Before every game, he would tie a wedding ring to his sneakers as his unique lucky charm. With the support of his family, Nikola finally made his dream come true in 2023, leading the Nuggets to the NBA championship and being elected Finals MVP. My wife and my daughter, my brothers, they're the most important people in my life. Without them, I wouldn't be here. Nikola said this when she won the championship. I really want to thank my wife for everything she has done for me. She is the real MVP. Nikola and Natalia have already agreed to return to their hometown summer together after Nikola retires from the NBA. Although he loves Denver very much, he loves the mountains, rivers, and tranquility of his hometown even more. That is the place they yearn for and miss. The pace of life in my hometown is very slow, but you have everything: rivers, forests, and nature. There my wife and I were able to drive wherever we wanted without needing navigation at all. Is there anything better than taking my family back to our hometown? This is Nikola Jokic, the unique big boy.